What up, dog? TarnationBob here. In trying times like these, many people turn to the spiritual world for relief. They may even turn to the dark, forbidden powers of the occult. Somewhere in the back of the refrigerator, behind the Underwood liverwurst spread and Grey Poupon, is a can of a fake Mexican beer promising a Carlos Santana supernatural occult experience. A fake Mexican beer from a corporate boardroom whose collective knowledge of Latino culture comes from having watched Made in Manhattan once on cable TV. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for the supernatural experience of Oculto.
Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where today I have a very special beer review. And this is a beer that came out with the idea of Cinco de Mayo, and that is Oculto. But as you can tell from the great packaging, that this is actually much more appropriate for the Halloween season, with this Day of the Dead artwork on the can. Fantastic artwork on the can here that I've got to zoom in for you to see. Now let's just zoom in here just so you can get a good close-up of this fantastic packaging on here. What you have here is a lager beer that is blended with beer that's aged on tequila barrel staves, and that's a Madison Avenue way of saying that this beer basically came into contact with wood that at some point had come into contact with tequila, and that supposedly is going to imbue a tequila flavor to this. There's also blue agave syrup, I guess, that's put in, and not much other information about the flavors we're supposed to expect. Now this is brewed by Broken Barrel Brewing Company, so you think this is a craft beer. Actually, this is a very clever craft style product that is made by Anheuser-Busch, whose name is mentioned nowhere on the can, but I'm a big fan of many products they make, so their name certainly doesn't diminish anything in my opinion. Now this says it's brewed in both Houston, Texas and Williamsburg, Virginia. I had to go into Virginia to find a great single can like this. You're never going to find it around here with the big government. And this is actually giving you a bonus ounce, a 25-ounce single. It also comes in some equally nicely designed bottles. However, those are clear bottles, and this can is going to provide you a much fresher taste and higher quality product. So let's go ahead and pop the top on here. Oh, we had a little bit of a shot come out of the top there in the foam. There she blows. Now I'm going to grab some of the finest frat house glassware here, and we're going to try to pour this already foaming. Whoa. Okay, so see, the head is this many inches. Let's see how long it lasts. You've got a golden in color, tremendous amount of carbonation rising from the bottom. We've still got a solid 2.5-inch head on here. I really like the aroma of this. It's really refreshing. Definitely strong lime and citrus. Definitely something that seems more like a day at the beach in Mexico, in contrast to the scary packaging. Got that head is down to a couple of centimeters now. They ought to bottle this as a cologne or something. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, definitely flavor quite different from the aroma. I'm not getting that sort of overwhelming fruit citrus aroma that the flavor, not the aroma. I'm not getting that powerful citrus flavor that the aroma suggested. Now the head is down to a couple of millimeters. It does have a smoother taste, a smoother texture to it than something like Budweiser would have. Now in that third sip I'm getting some of the tequila flavor. Very little fruit flavor, much more of the beer element.
This is Interstate 270, part of Interstate 70, the road I must regularly travel to go from Montgomery County to the Charles Manson Institute for Strategic Studies in Huber Heights, Ohio. But sometimes I take a wrong turn at that split right after the rest stop, where a beet red Glenn Beck is fighting for his life in the second-to-last stall on the left of a filthy men's room. After driving through heavy fog for some 20 minutes, I shockingly find myself approaching the Canadian border as red-uniformed Dudley Do-Rights stare menacingly down at me from their mighty horses. Suddenly, from somewhere high over Thunder Bay, descends Justin Trudeau in full genie cosplay once again on a magic carpet. I'm reminded once anew of the fact that he was a much better genie than Will Smith. He had a keg of Molson Canadian under one arm and a barrel of real Canadian maple syrup under the other. What's more, he had one of those little adding machine printers attached to his belt, and with the chutzpah of a true Chad, he proceeded to print out a $2,000 Canadian check. He said, "This is monthly, and way more than Trump is giving you." And unlike him, my suits actually fit. And by the way, my dad even has an airport named after him. Distracted momentarily by Aldo Nova being waved through the express lane, his eyes grew large against his darkened visage. Adjusting his magic turban, he said, "I feel like whipping up a stack of my famous flapjacks." "Wait a minute," I said. "Those are just Aunt Jemima pancakes." He replied, "Are there any other kind?"
Are there any other kind? Woo!
That fourth sip, there is some of the, I do get a bit of a woody element coming through in the flavor, as well as even a hint of cactus type flavor. It really is, along with the tequila, a very unique flavor. I think it was definitely worth the money. That I would definitely buy it again. It does have a much smoother taste than some of the reviews online had suggested. There is, I would say the finish and the aftertaste is more reminiscent of tequila than of a bitter, harsh flavor like some people were suggesting. And of course that's why you're buying this, is you wanted a little tequila flavor to the beer. This is 6% alcohol by volume, so you're talking about a 0.1% higher than something like Schlitz malt liquor. So despite that higher alcohol content, it's very easy to drink, not quite as soda pop as the lemonade Rita I reviewed from Bud Light. But along with delivering a great unique flavor, great packaging, I'd like to see more products like this from Anheuser-Busch. I'm going to go ahead and give this a very solid 4 stars. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.